Now, proof coffee, you say. A lot of people know that I'm not a huge fan of bulletproof coffee, but if I do bulletproof coffee, I do it I do it the best way that I've seen so far. What are some benefits to bulletproof coffee? Appetite control, give yourself a little bit of energy first thing in the morning. You get that first dose of caffeine in your body, and hopefully it'll be your only dose of caffeine in your body. You get some medium chain triglycerides and some virgin coconut oil. Any MCT oil and stuff like that, honestly, because you're already getting MCTs in it. Unless you're a person that's trying to fight some kind of mental condition, brain, if you have severe depression or something like that, or Alzheimer's, dementia, something of that nature, then that would be something that I would use MCT oil for. But the reason I do what I do this way is very specific, and I want you to hear me out. Cold brew coffee is cold siped overnight, and it slowly pulls the caffeine and the flavor out of the bean, correct? So if that's the case, I don't get the acidity from the coffee and stuff like that that would end up hurting my belly, messing up the enamel and stuff on my teeth, etc., etc. So if I can learn to take a cold brew coffee and heat it up because it's been cold siped, I don't have that same acidity effect that I would regular coffee that's heated up. This is how I make my bulletproof coffee whenever I have it. As a new person, this is going to be a staple in your journey. Sweet leaf drops, pure stevia, chocolate flavoring. I don't really use that unless I'm doing a recipe for a keto dessert, and I don't do that a lot. Regular liquid stevia, pure stevia extract. This is great to use. Splenda has a brand called Naturals. It's got a little bit of erythritol and stevia blend together. It's a very, very good blend. Make sure you're getting only the small container or the packets, because if you don't, the reason this is not considered fast acting is because it's got the long chain triglyceride in it. Your body's got to break it down a little bit more, but it still gives you your medium chain triglycerides. Put a little bit of salt in my coffee. Actually enhances the flavor, and I just used a regular cold brew coffee that's reheated. That's it. Nothing to it. You don't get the acidity effect, and just a regular heavy cream. This heavy cream is not the best. This has some carrageenan in it, so you want to kind of get a heavy cream that's the lowest carb sugar count possible with no carrageenan. Butter that is a Kerrygold naturally soft butter has more vitamin K2 in it. It's the flavor is phenomenal, and yeah, let's go from there. I don't see the need in having any more than like one of these a day. If you're having more than one of these a day, you really have too much caffeine going on in your system. You get a lot of adrenal taxation. That's when your body weight and stuff starts to stall from you actually losing weight. You have adrenal fatigue, things of that nature. I was just talking to a biochemistry student the other day, and he took many other classes as well, and we were talking about human physiology and stuff like that, and the effects of caffeine in the middle of Best Buy. Like literally, this guy was really smart caffeine, and it was nice having a conversation with somebody that understood at my level what's exactly going on with excessive coffee. And that's one of the main things is adrenal taxation, fight or flight system being taxed all the time because you're drinking so much coffee. Now your body's in its survival mode, and it doesn't want to lose weight. Now, what I would do, go ahead and this heavy cream. You don't need very much, just like literally a splash. Just enough to change the color of it. I'm going to do about a half a tablespoon, not even, maybe just slightly under half. Coconut oil. Just a little bit of coconut oil, not very much. And then just a little bit of butter, not even a full tablespoon. Now I let my spoon sit in there. A little bit of salt. Salt kind of enhances the. Let's try the chocolate sweet leaf stevia. And I'll put like a half a dropper of stevia, not very much. I don't like my coffee very sweet. So if I was to do bulletproof coffee, this is how I would do it. If you don't have an emulsion blender, this thing is phenomenal. This is called a Chefman 6-in-1. This thing, it processes food, it shreds cheese, it does all kinds of stuff. Perfectly blended coffee. Chocolate flavor, just a very, very, very real light, sweet taste to it. Nothing crazy. That's it right there. That's perfect. That is how I would do bulletproof coffee. You're at the end of the video now. I had barely nothing. A half a tablespoon of Kerrygold, a half a tablespoon of coconut oil. I used a cold in coffee because I don't want the acidity and stuff that will mess up my stomach and my teeth. And then I used stevia or xylitol and stuff like that, unless you're actually doing like a cheesecake or something of that nature. And then I would limit that stuff. I would just use regular natural sweetener like stevia and monk fruit. And this doesn't have an aftertaste to it. So if you're worried about an aftertaste, you don't have to worry about that here. Okay, guys, this is my take on bulletproof coffee and the best way to actually do it without having to third, if not less, of the amount of product that people would typically use. I find that so many people are doing bulletproof coffee and they're just pouring coconut oil and butter and stuff in it, and it makes no sense in general. You want to lose the fat that's on your body. You don't want to be fueled by 600 calories of fat first thing in the morning. If you can keep it to a minimal standpoint, like this here, half a tablespoon of coconut oil, half a tablespoon of Kerrygold natural butter, and maybe just a little splash of cream to change the color of your coffee, you're set, and you're going to be on your journey in the right direction. All this other stuff where people are putting 2 tablespoons of this and 2 tablespoons of that, and they've got the whole kitchen laid out on top of their stove. I wouldn't be partaking in that kind of stuff. That's sending the wrong message right off the bat, and it's not necessary at all. So that's my take on it, guys. This is the healthiest version of bulletproof coffee that I've found so far, and this is something that I created. You're not going to find this in a book or anything anywhere. Using a cold brew coffee and then heating it up simply reduces the effect of the acidity of the coffee having some kind of impact on your stomach or the enamel on your teeth. This is the best way to do it by far. Take care, guys. God bless. Happy New Year.